Hello everyone, I'm here to do a project share with you. So this is just like a use your scratch journal, and it's a junk journal. I guess I added a bunch of junk, a bunch of random stuff that I had in my stash, stuff that I had like put in my, I guess you would say it's like my junk box. I had like a junk box of like extra papers I don't want to throw away, papers I want to use, and that is pretty much everything here. Um, and I will have a video afterwards going through the entire process of this this journal, like from cover to embellishing. So if you want to stick around after that, check it out. If the video is not too long, if I can put it all together in one video, I will. If not, then I'll just put it up in a separate video, which I'll have linked below. So I used a different method of not really binding. I just did something different with yeah, I guess I kind of did something different with the book binding, which I'll explain when I go inside, because you can see there's no sewing on the outside. That's the back, and that's the spine. I did some embossing. I used Craftex. I was thinking about leather, but I didn't want it to be too thick, so I ended up using Craftex and it went together really well. And then my closure ends up on the spine here, and I just put some charms. So, let's see if I can get this. This is a vintage charm that I got from one of the packages from Sherry, and there's some stuff. This is one of the things that I got from Crafty Irina, and then just have some charms and some feathers, some more vintage pieces, and just a few miscellaneous charms and stuff that I had in my stash. Most of the stuff is just stuff from my stash and that I kind of just have around. So, like I said, the closure is connected on the spine, and with this, it could be shortened, it could be lengthened, etc., etc. Any of the charms not wanted on here can be removed, and that just unwraps. And so I did some embossing here. I made border around it, and I just used some paper, tore it up, and put it on here. 2 different metal embellishment pieces. All of my metal pieces that I used, well, yep, pretty much all of them except for the charms, came from Butter Bee Scraps. And if you're interested, I'll have a link below if you want to go check out her shop. And I'm just going to go ahead and go inside. So, like I said, I have basically a whole entire process of what I did and how I did it. So I just put some tags in here. I did some sewing in here, but it wasn't a whole bunch of sewing. And these are white paper bags. Now, I was just practicing some embossing because I didn't know what I wanted to do, and this is just something I practiced on. I really liked it, but I didn't want to put it on the cover. So, anyway, these are some coffee dye paper bags. I really, really like them. I have them in large and small, and I like them. I'm going to go ahead and go stamp on them and do some embellishing on them, but I'm going to do that later. So, I was just getting an idea of kind of what I wanted to do. So, this journal for me is something that I do when I'm just wanting to use my extra stuff that I have. I just have stuff in a box that I've had left over from other journals, stuff that I've wanted to use but haven't. Like sometimes I get weird about mixing certain paper collections together. Like if I'm doing a graphic 45 paper, then I don't want to mix other papers in because I don't want it to not go together. I get weird about that sometimes, so when I do a junk journal, it really makes me like come out of that comfort zone and put all this stuff together. So in here I just have some tickets and some little mini tags, and these are all coffee dyed. And then I did a little bit of stamping on the little envelope, and there's a tuck spot here and then there. And so for this one, I used a lot of different papers. I used some from, what was it, Spellbinders mixed media paper pack that was 6x6. I used a couple of 7 Gypsies paper packs, and, well, not the paper packs, not the whole paper pack, but stuff from the collection, some of the collection. These are some leftover papers I have from a project, and I had punched holes in from my cinch, and I didn't end up using them, so I put them in here. I don't like to waste them. And then, of course, there was when Marion Smith had her warehouse box giveaway, not giveaway, sorry, her warehouse box sale, and so she had a whole bunch of random papers in her warehouse box for 25 bucks, not to mention a bunch of beads, and these things right here. There's a bunch of these in there. I got a ton of these. This thing was full when I first got it. So I got 2 of those boxes, and so I got a lot of these cool papers, and I got to use them. So, oh yeah, there's 6 signatures. I didn't count the pages. I need to start counting pages. I sewed onto here, and then I always have extra paper, and like I said, I don't like to waste it. So usually when I have extra paper from when I'm making journals or something, I will stamp on it or turn it into something usable. I try to anyway. I've been getting better at that. So I just have some, what is it? I forgot what this paper is, but it was in my stash, and I just kind of ripped it up. I really like the look of ripped up paper when you sew it on or whatnot. So here, I made a mistake, and I accidentally sewed this last signature on upside down, and so I was like, okay, hopefully it's just this page. And so I tore this down without looking at the rest of the pages, and I was like, it'll just be a flip out. And then I found out it was the entire signature that was upside down. So I had to take it out and redo it. But I just trimmed that up, and it's still really cute. I could put some glue on it for a pocket, but I kind of like it. How to turn mistakes into, opportunities. So this I was debating on using on the cover, and I didn't. So I was going to put it somewhere in the journal. That's when I already decided. Some more ephemera, some more stamp pages. And this is some more paper that I got from Crafty Arena. I have some Graphic 45 paper here that I folded up and put some trim on, coffee dye trim, and some more tags. I sewed on one of the bags, so it's a double tuck spot here, or pocket, sorry, double pocket. And here. And then there's a pocket here. So I sewed that there. And it's got some tickets and a little tiny tag. Now, I'll measure and cut my own tag sometimes. I have dies for that now, but before, I like to use what I have. So, I will keep my little pieces, and I will turn them into little mini tags for when I have little tiny tucks or pockets or envelopes. It comes in handy. This is school paper. Some more of the cinch binding paper. This is some of that mixed media paper from Spellbinders. And I can't remember where I got this. I can't remember. And then I just sewed on a piece of, what is that? Parchment paper. I was going to make it into a pocket, but I thought this would be pretty neat. I was thinking about putting more on here, but I guess I didn't. And then here's another tag. And page journal spot. Yeah. And here's another pocket that I sewed on to one of the paper bags. And there is a tuck in here, right there. So that can tuck in there. I think I'll just leave that in there, and it can go in there. And I really, really love this parchment paper. I need to start trying out some deli paper because I haven't gotten that yet. That's the one paper I have not purchased yet. Love this sea paper. It's so pretty. And this is one of the pages from 7 Gypsies. And I have a double pocket here, and the pocket there. And this actually went crooked on me while I was sewing it on here. So another way to turn a mistake into an opportunity. I like that it's crooked. So I was irritated at first because I started sewing and I was like, what? No! Oh, well, yeah, I gotta keep going. Then it's pretty neat. Another one of Marion Smith's papers. Another graphic 45. Some pockets for, oh, these tags are from Prima. I am surprised I am remembering all these. I'm on a roll with that. Then I just put a little belly band here. It's a belly band. And I ripped off right here just to have some interest. Some more of that mixed media paper. I love this. So pretty. Looks good in like every journal. And then I have some stickers left over from a couture paper collection that I have from Graphic 45 a really, really long time ago. Like this, I got this a really long time ago, and I still have like a few stickers left, so I kind of just put them on. I like this stamp page from 7 Gypsies. Another tag. Paper clip on there. Here's another Marion Smith page. And I sewed another pocket here, and I just have a stamped index card. The stamp is so awesome. Thank you. And then I just have an envelope that was gifted to me and some extra paper that I cut up and put in there. You know, I really, really love when I get to use stuff that's gifted to me. It makes me really happy. And to me, like, it adds such, like, personality to the journal. Especially when there's, like, a mixture of so many gifts. Just so many different things from people. And they're all in there. Get that open, set up. And another envelope. I did some stamping there. And another little pocket. I'm going to put a couple tickets and just a little ephemera in there. And this is a short pocket. Some more pockets. And then a little tiny pocket up front where I put in a ticket and a little ephemera from, what is that? Graphic 45 paper collection. I don't know. I don't know that paper collection because it was gifted to me. The ephemera was gifted to me. But I know it's Graphic 45. They have a certain way that they do their ephemera and their cutouts. Another one of those. And this is a really cool tuck spot. It's just got a bunch of layers. Piece of tag. I really like that. It could be a tuck spot. You can actually tuck stuff here and you can tuck stuff under here. Or crimp it up. I used a die cut and put a hole here. And this is another one of Marion Smith's pages, and I think it's from Never Grow Up or Nirvana. I'm pretty sure this one's the Never Grow Up one, but I'm not sure. I'm not 100%. Some coffee dye designer paper that I can't remember. And then index cards. Some coffee dyed index cards and some coffee dyed in the coffee dyed envelope. I have this. This was just gifted to me from Joanna, and I've been saving it. I haven't used it. And the one on the front is from Joanna too. She makes awesome journals. She has awesome projects. She's super inspirational. yeah, so I used it for a pocket and put that on there. A little flip, another pocket, tag and the card in there. And I think this is from Botanica Bella. I think that's right. If I said it wrong, I'm sorry. But it's by Graphic Design. So I have this clipped onto here. This is a pocket, and I have some seam binding on here. And then I just have a tag and another one, a little folds in there. So a little mini envelope, some more ephemera, and some tags. And here's some more stuff I just tucked in the pocket. And a tag. A little pocket up here. I just put some ephemera and stuff that I had in my stash. Another one of those paper bags, and I put some ephemera and a tag in there. I just sewed on a little piece of leftover paper that I had. And it's really, really fun when you get to use your scraps. In the pocket, maybe a tuck there. Well, small tuck, but it's a tuck. So this side of the paper bag, and I just have some journaling spots in here. And that's the back. So I hope you guys enjoyed the flip through. I will be doing basically a whole entire process video of this journal. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll be happy to answer them for you. And I hope you're all doing well, and I will see you guys next time. Alright, bye everyone.